Hey y'all, Mama TC's back. I guess we're gonna call this part 6. There is a video in between that I did put on TikTok, which is the actual preacher that I believe it was on an Oprah Winfrey show or something. She had him go there that I was talking about in the end of part 5, where he did this exercise where you revisit yourself as a child and your adult self, talking to your childhood self, you go save yourself and get you up out of that situation and take your childhood self into a better life. It is such a great exercise. I loved it. But I'm going to be honest now. Let's keep it real. Some people out there can't revisit that trauma. There's some serious trauma attached to different people in their lives when it comes to that. You see people crying if you watch the video. They're crying. And I was one. I was crying too. I was blubbering and I didn't expect it. I just put it on and I'm listening to it thinking I could deal with it. But when it started get in there and see it and visualize and remember where you were the last time you remembered your childhood and all this stuff come flooding back. The childhood I thought I had lived was not what I thought it was. Let me tell you something. Mama TC got something to tell you. I got something to tell you. Let me tell you. When I was a child, about 5 or 6, the last memory I have of where I lived, I thought it was our beautiful home and everything. I always remember playing outside, spinning around in the beautiful blue skies with the clouds, listening to airplanes going overhead. I love that sound, that like humming. I love that sound, and I love the butterflies outside. It was summer. I never forget picking dandelions and all that stuff. I thought it was our beautiful house and everything. Listen. We lived near Air Force Base, and the apartments we lived in were Air Force property, but they ended up turning them into Section 8 or project housing, whatever. So you had a little bit of both living there. But the point is this. That wasn't no house that we owned. It was us, me. It was 4 kids and mom and dad. And the situation was not what I thought it was. And then if you go back in there now as an adult, that house is small. It's very tiny. But when you're 5 or 6, you think it's big. You think it's your house. We had a basement and everything. No, it was tiny. And it was not a great place. And I did need to get up out of there. And it was just putting myself in that position and that myself came to see myself. I saw myself eager to leave with my older self. I wanted to get up out of there. I knew, it's time to go. I was like, let's get out of here. And the older me was like, we're going to do this. We're going to get you out of here. We're going to go do these things. It's going to be better for you. You're going to get all new stuff. And I was like, yeah, let's go. Oh, you going to tell them? Yeah, you could tell them. Okay, as long as you the one's going to tell them, So that exercise worked for me. But I understand it's not going to be that way for everybody. But being a chosen one, I know you suffer some trauma and you are so strong. You are so strong. You are designed for this, not to say you need to go through any more pain and suffering and challenges. No, whatever you have been going through, I'm telling you, God has brought you to it and through it for such a time as this. It is time for the changes to come, but you have to trust the Most High. He has good set up for you. He has a great life ahead for you. Still remaining on this earth and into eternity. He has goodness for you, but you got to trust in Him. You got to follow His ways and get into the solitudeness so you can clean out that old clutter. It's not as easy as just sitting around and writing down your intentions and saying them and putting them out. Sometimes it does take revisiting. We're talking about people that have endured some real circumstances. You and I being chosen. I know if you're chosen like I'm chosen, you've been through some stuff. But if you're talkative like me and you have these certain qualities and you have these marks in your hands, you are made to overcome all these things. And I know you can do it. Mama TC know you can do it because you're built for it just like I am. So stick with these chosen videos, not just mine. Other people posted chosen videos. Stick with that. Change your algorithm and get rid of the junk on there. Start deleting or blocking stuff that it don't serve you. And the same thing with the people in your life. If they no longer serve you, you got to let them go. You're not being mean. You're protecting you. That little you they talked about in that last video, that you had to get up out of that mess. You got to do that now for the real you that's going to be shining very soon. God has a lot in store for you in a short time. Okay? And don't forget to say your affirmations. And there's plenty of affirmations. Every night you can say affirmations. You could Google some and write them down. And like that woman that says, I call my power back. That video's right here on TikTok. Or you could, get the longer one on YouTube. Take it, write it down, or copy it or whatever, or save it. And say it every night. Light a candle, sit and just breathe and relax and meditate on it with some, some good sounds. You can look up those megahertz and things like that that are real helpful, or the sound of the bells. Like I plan on getting that sound bowl, that thing that bong. People upset me. I told my grandkids, everybody coming here making noise bother me, I'm gonna hit that thing. Bong. What'd you say? I can't hear you. Bong. Because I want that peace. I want people to understand my peace is not to be disturbed. And you need to set up your sanctuary the same way. And I know y'all can do it. Okay, so this last part right here I'm about to show you is telling you, with the M and the W in your hand, what is promised to you as you stick to the Most High after you do this cleaning stuff out in the clutter. So here we go. Hang on.
And tall and walk with purpose. You will realize that the rewards far outweigh the sacrifices. The world needs you. Your unique gifts, your unique perspective, your divine calling, they are needed now more than ever. You may not see it yet, but every step you take toward fulfilling your purpose is a step that will help change the world. The world will see you rise, and they will witness the power that was always inside of you. So let this be your declaration. I am ready to fulfill my divine purpose. I will walk this path no matter how lonely, no matter how painful, because I know that I was marked for greatness. And nothing will stand in my way. Now, I want you to take a moment to reflect. You've walked away from everything that held you back. You faced the fire. Now it's time to step fully into your power. Let go of the doubts. Let go of the fears. You are ready. Share your thoughts with me in the comments below. What is your next step? What challenges are you facing on your journey? Where are you tuning in from? Your story matters. You were never meant to be ordinary. The M on your palm signifies more than just a mark. It's the symbol of your divine mission. It's the sign that you are destined for greatness, but greatness demands sacrifice. Greatness demands that you walk away. So what happens now? You've walked away from the comfort of your old life. You've released the people who couldn't support your purpose, the environments that kept you shackled to the past, and the fears that told you that you weren't enough. You've endured the pain, the isolation, and the confusion. Now what? The answer is simple, yet it will take every ounce of courage you have left. You step into your power. You stop looking back. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop waiting for the approval of those who never understood your calling. You rise. The moment you choose to fully embrace your destiny, the universe will begin to open doors for you that were previously closed. The people who were meant to walk alongside you will appear. The opportunities that align with your mission will manifest. And most importantly, you will finally step into the person you were always meant to be. But this transformation isn't instantaneous. It's a process. It's a journey. The path of the chosen one is one of continual growth, continual sacrifice, and continual evolution. Each step forward will reveal a new version of yourself. The version of yourself that is bold, unstoppable, empowered. But you will never reach that version of yourself if you keep holding on to the past. If you keep holding on to people and things that are not meant for your journey. The M on your hand is your confirmation that you are here to make an impact, a significant, lasting impact. It's a reminder that you are connected to something bigger than yourself, something powerful, something divine.
Okay, my chosen ones, I hope this section was really helpful to you, and that you understand that releasing and letting go, especially people that no longer serve you and they can be a hindrance, is what you really need to examine to really clear it out, to move forward. At this point right now, it's critical. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll get some whole new set of videos on. But this part right here, I really think people need to re-examine it because we hadn't talked about it in a while. And this is what God said led for me to put to you. So I love you. I'll talk.